Cristiano Ronaldo, the legendary Portuguese footballer whose name has become synonymous with excellence, determination, and an unyielding pursuit of greatness, has once again captured the world's attention, not with a stunning goal on the pitch, but with a candid reflection on the twilight of his illustrious career. At 40 years old, Ronaldo, who continues to dazzle for Al-Nassr in the Saudi Pro League, opened up about the inevitability of retirement in a deeply personal interview. Speaking to renowned broadcaster Piers Morgan, whose probing questions have a way of peeling back the layers of even the most guarded celebrities, Ronaldo admitted that the end of his playing days is not just a distant dream but a reality looming soon. This revelation, shared via a YouTube video that quickly amassed millions of views, sends ripples through the soccer community, where Ronaldo's shadow looms large, inspiring awe and debate in equal measure. The interview, conducted in a setting that allowed for raw honesty, away from the roar of stadium crowds and the flash of paparazzi lights, painted a picture of a man who has conquered every summit in the sport yet grapples with the emotional weight of descent. Soon, Ronaldo said matter-of-factly when pressed on a timeline, his voice steady but laced with the gravity of someone who knows the sand in the hourglass is running low. Yet, beneath that composure lies a vulnerability rarely glimpsed in the man often dubbed CR7, for his relentless drive. He confessed that preparing mentally for this transition has been a deliberate process, one that involves not just physical readiness but an emotional fortification against the void that retirement might bring. "I think I will be prepared," he added, but the qualifiers that followed, will it be tough? Of course. Will it be difficult? Yes. Probably I will cry, revealed the human beneath the icon. It's a poignant admission from a player who has scored over 900 goals in his career, won 5 Ballon d'Or awards, and lifted Champions League trophies with Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Juventus, among others. For fans who have idolized him since his breakout at Sporting Lisbon in 2002, this glimpse into his softer side humanizes a figure often mythologized as invincible. Ronaldo's journey to this contemplative moment has been nothing short of epic. Born in Madeira, Portugal, to a modest family, he rose from humble beginnings, sleeping on the floor of a tiny apartment shared with siblings, to become one of the wealthiest athletes on the planet, with endorsements from Nike, Clear, and his own CR7 fashion line padding a net worth estimated in the hundreds of millions. His move to Al-Nassr in 2023, after a controversial exit from Manchester United, was seen by many as a swan song, a chance to extend his legacy in a less grueling league while commanding a staggering salary reported to exceed $200 million annually. Yet even there, Ronaldo defies age, netting hat-tricks and free-kick stunners that leave defenders bewildered and goalkeepers despairing. His physical regimen, meticulous diet, cryotherapy sessions and hours in the gym, has become the stuff of legend, a blueprint for aspiring athletes worldwide. But as he approaches his 41st birthday in February 2026, the toll of 2 decades at the elite level is undeniable. Injuries, though rare for him, have crept in, and the relentless schedule of international duty with Portugal, where he remains captain and all-time leading scorer with 133 goals, adds layers of fatigue. What makes Ronaldo's musing on retirement so compelling is how it intersects with his evolving personal life, a narrative thread that has woven itself tightly into his public persona. No longer the flamboyant bachelor of his Real Madrid days, Ronaldo is now a devoted family man, father to 6 children, including the heartbreaking loss of his newborn son Angel in 2022, an event that shook him profoundly and shifted his priorities. His eldest, Cristiano Jr., now 15, is already treading a similar path on the soccer fields of youth academies, a development that fills Ronaldo with pride but also a protective instinct. In the interview, he elaborated on this shift, emphasizing passions beyond the pitch that will sustain him post-retirement. "I have other passions," he said, his eyes lighting up at the prospect of reclaiming time stolen by training and travel. Family emerges as the cornerstone here. More mornings with fiancée Georgina Rodríguez, more evenings coaching his kids' games, more unhurried vacations in the sun-drenched spots he favors, like the Maldives or his beloved Madeira. Speaking of Georgina, Ronaldo's engagement to the Spanish model, announced in August after over 8 years together, marks a chapter of stability amid the chaos of fame. The proposal, reportedly aboard a yacht off the coast of Madeira, was a fairy tale moment, complete with a diamond ring estimated at $1.5 million, a sparkling emblem of commitment from a man whose life has been a whirlwind of triumphs and trials. Georgina's Instagram post, a simple yet profound "Yes, I do. In this and all my lives," resonated with followers, blending romance with the spiritual depth that has characterized their bond. Their Netflix series I Am Georgina offers intimate glimpses into this world, Ronaldo as the doting dad, Georgina as the pillar of strength, navigating the highs of goal celebrations and the lows of public scrutiny. It's in these domestic vignettes that Ronaldo's future post-soccer life takes shape, perhaps expanding his business empire, launching more CR7 ventures, or even dipping into philanthropy as evidenced by his donations to children's hospitals and disaster relief efforts. Reflecting on his support for Cristiano Jr., Ronaldo's words carry the wisdom of experience. "I will never pressure him," he stated in a 2022 episode of I Am Georgina, underscoring a philosophy of empowerment over expectation. This stance contrasts sharply with the intense parental involvement that marked his own upbringing, where his father, a kit man for a local club, introduced him to the ball at age 3. Ronaldo's vow to back his son's choices, be it soccer stardom or something entirely different, signals a generational shift, one where legacy is about nurturing joy rather than replicating glory. It's a sentiment echoed in his broader reflections on happiness. "What I want the most for Cristiano and everyone else is that they're happy and that they choose what they want." This paternal ethos extends to his other children, the twins Eva Maria and Matteo 8, Alana Martina 7, and the youngest, Bella Esmeralda 3, all of whom bring a cacophony of laughter and chaos to his opulent Madrid mansion, a far cry from his childhood home. As retirement whispers grow louder, the soccer world buzzes with speculation. Will Ronaldo chase one last World Cup dream in 2026, hosted in the US, Canada, and Mexico? At 41 by then, it would be a Herculean feat, but his qualifying heroics, including a hat-trick against Luxembourg in 2025, suggest he's not done defying odds. Or might he transition to coaching, perhaps at Al-Nassr or a return to Manchester United, where unfinished business lingers? His rivalry with Lionel Messi, the eternal debate that has fueled fan forums for over a decade, adds another layer. With Messi, 38, still thriving at Inter Miami, their parallel paths to the exit ramp intensify the intrigue. Ronaldo's off-field influence,